I'm gonna fuck you up.
I got it.
Hey everyone, this is Maggie, and today we're gonna explain post-credits scene and explain Nobody ending. We will also be talking about this movie in depth, so beware of big spoilers flying your way. Nobody is an action-packed movie that keeps on going until the very end. Its wall-to-wall action propels the movie towards an explosive ending, which leaves the door open for an entire franchise. Here's a breakdown of everything that happened in Nobody ending.
I speak, you listen. You know why I'm here. Because I'm a good man.
The movie follows retired assassin turned family man Hutch Mansell, played by Bob Odenkirk, after he fails to defend his family from two intruders who break into his home in the middle of the night. The incident reignites the urge to fight in Hutch, which leads to him angering a dangerous Russian mobster named Yulian Kuznetsov. Hutch has returned to his old ways in order to keep his family safe. In Nobody's ending, Hutch's brother Harry and father David, played by Christopher Lloyd, also retired assassins, come to Hutch's aid. Kuznetsov's men track down Hutch and bring the fight to his place of work. The Mansells take down every member of the mob, and Hutch lets his dad and brother go free so he can take the fall. The movie's last scene picks up a few months later with Hutch and his wife Becca buying a new home and attempting a fresh start. Hutch receives a mysterious phone call which implies that he is officially back in the business. In Nobody's final moments, a relator shows Hutch and Becca around a new home. At first, it seems to be a moment showing that Hutch has given up his old ways and is firmly committed to his family. But suddenly their realtor receives two phone calls back to back. Becca encourages her to answer the phone, and it turns out the call is for Hutch. The audience isn't privy to the conversation, but the couple subsequently asks if the house has a basement.
Thanks. Does this house have
A basement.
Earlier in the movie, Hutch sent his family to their secured basement after he realized they were in danger. His response to the mysterious phone call insinuates that he is a working assassin once again. But it seems as if things are different this time. Hutch previously got out of the game because he found himself jealous of an old Mark who settled down and had a family. Hutch found all of that, but he's clearly unhappy with the white picket fence lifestyle. Nobody opens with a quick montage of 3 weeks in Hutch's life. Every day of each week is the exact same. Hutch and Becca have also lost the spark in their marriage. Simply put, he is bored. That boredom is what stopped him from protecting his family on the night of the robbery. But his reaction to the incident is what showed him that he missed his old life. Hutch set off a dangerous chain of events when he angered Kuznetsov. But with the safety of his family at stake, he had the motivation to see the job through. Initially, this seems like a one-and-done situation. But after receiving the call on his realtor's phone, Hutch seems content, happy almost. This suggests that someone heard that he took out Kuznetsov and has more work for him. But since he was talking about a basement, he will clearly continue to prioritize his family's safety.
It's the garbage.
Nobody may be filled with action, but it acts like a prequel. The movie solely exists with the hope of spurring its own franchise. While many original movies hope they are successful enough to warrant a sequel, Nobody lays down the groundwork to establish a story that can last for multiple movies, similar to the John Wick franchise. Nobody easily sets up a strong internal conflict within Odenkirk's Hutch. He clearly loves his family, but he isn't satisfied by the suburb dad lifestyle. He's also good at what he does, but his next job could easily put his family's lives into jeopardy.
Yes. What are you still doing here, old man?
The ending shows that he has found a solid temporary solution by ensuring wherever he lives has a secure basement, but that won't last forever. Future Nobody movies will likely tackle this head-on, prompting Hutch to choose between his work and his family once and for all. The movie sparks a dangerous external conflict for Hutch and a potential nobody too. The movie shows that Kuznetsov was a powerful and well-connected man in the world of underground crime. While the Mansells took out all the Russians in Nobody's finale, Kuznetsov likely has some equally powerful friends. They'll likely be furious to find out that Kuznetsov had been killed, meaning they'll likely come after Hutch for revenge. This opens the door for an endless string of villains to come after Hutch, which means the series has the opportunity to span for multiple movies.
You out? Dad, you out? Yeah.
Nobody's post-credit scene sees Harry and David on a very special mission. The scene picks up the father and son duo after they escape the showdown with the Russian characters in Nobody. They're driving in an RV and seem to have a specific destination in mind. The camera pans to the back of the RV and sees that it is stocked to the brim with various weapons. Harry was previously thought to be dead, and as David lived in a retirement home, he was thought to be long retired. But it's clear that these two are back in action. Their mission is likely related to the contents of Hutch's phone call in the final scene. Nobody demonstrates that Hutch is a family man. He will give anything to protect his family, and he thrives working side by side with them. So that means that Harry and David are likely heading back to wherever Hutch has settled in order to help him carry out his job. This is what makes Nobody different than a run-of-the-mill shot-'em-up movie.
Oh yeah.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notifications about our latest videos. Unsurprisingly, from the director of the insanity that is Hardcore Henry, Naishuller has a habit of overplaying his stylistic hand every now and then with slow-mo montages set to unusual music choices. And there's a version of the film that feels like it has higher stakes. No one ever really feels in jeopardy here. At least John Wick had a dog. But Naishuller ultimately gets what matters here right, giving a talented actor an unexpected vehicle to drive really fast with just enough bloodshed for action fans, and not too much gore for the average audiences. It's the rare modern action film that makes me hope it does well enough to produce a sequel. I also think there's potential for a crossover John Wick vs. Nobody project that would make roughly $1 gazillion worldwide. Nobody works because it values scene construction and action choreography above all else, leaving behind pretension and the overplotting that's been common in the genre in recent years. It doesn't break any mold so much as present a really good time within a familiar structure. After a year with too few action movies because of the shelving of the blockbuster, Nobody gives viewers an adrenaline rush that almost feels new again. Hutch still has his family left, meaning he has some boundaries that cannot be crossed. That makes for a fun and layered action franchise. It's just now up to the fans and the studio to actually make Nobody 2 and beyond happen.
So, I used to make sure that there was no one left to her.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Please make sure to give the video a like and subscribe with that bell on to get notified as soon as one of our videos comes out.